Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hour 2 of the Saturday Night Special brought to you by WNF. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who watched the previous game. GG's going out to Nightmare. Second PD in that hella playoff match there for the GTL. Up now, 1TC, 2TC versus AMD. 880 GTL format.
Okay, let me get this room set up. I have not ran a room in so long. I'm already making mistakes. Okay. So first map we are going to go to Overlord.
Ooh, good one.
Looks like Shoddy announced his retirement.
Oh, really?
Shoddy Snipe, yep, just announced his retirement. He's going to go into there. So Bozzy's saying there's no mistake he had to poke and track him before he got on cap because there's no other team on. Another team is on cap time stops anyway. But no, it was one of those things. He poked up and took the hit that instantly got rid of the timer. But the timer could have resumed with the 2 seconds left on play if they would have just triple tapped. Double,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And he was low health any which way. So he would have crossed. The way his travel was already going, he would have come up and over. Two hits right there for a minimum of 700. His hit points left, I think, were like 450, and then the light tank could have went for the triple, and then the timer could have went down, Bozzy. It could have went 2-1.
Yeah, I think if you go back and rewatch it, I just
Yeah.
watched it on the second stream, and I honestly think if they just would have stayed down and waited, I think they would have got it.
Right.
It was close, and I'm not disagreeing that that's not a possibility. And look, I get it. You know, people make calls in matches all the time, and you know that's just
It's the nature of the
judgment
beast.
call, right? It's the nature of the beast. It's a judgment call, and you know we're watching it, and he's in it. So
Right, exactly. I mean, we're just armchair quarterbacks at this point.
yeah. So I mean, who's to say that you or I would have done any different?
Right.
We might have thought we needed to make that move. And again, when you're looking at it from the camera angles we're seeing it at, we see
easy
just
to
a little
judge.
bit more information. It's easier for us to make that judgment call. And I think if he goes back and watches it, he'll go like, oh, man.
Right, exactly. And it's just one of those, we could commentate all day long, but it's not, I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't trying to help you guys at the same time. You know, everybody wants to try to get
well,
better.
and we're only just, as commentators, we're only telling you what we see and what the audience sees, honestly. And I think if the audience saw something different than we saw, okay, but I think, you know, if you look at the chat and everything else, everybody's saying basically the same thing.
It's all good, though. PD, I mean, they came in here intermediate. They're going to be moving up to Pro League next year, and they're going to be, we could talk about that. We have a little bit more time.
Yeah, a few minutes.
So let's take a look here. Let me find the right standings. There we go. Right link. All right. so as it would stand, turn down the music just a smidgen. There we go. All right, so as it would stand, Ready 5 HN are now going to go and become Pro League for next season. CZR Decoy will be moving up to Champ Division. So you would have CZR Decoy, PBW, KMD, Panda, L7, Nightmare, and Immortals for if they would have Season 3. Then that would put on your 6th, 8th Punish Selva, 2nd PD and TG into Pro Division for Season 3. Because RNC and XF, honestly, XF has kind of fallen apart. They've went into different. So RNC will be the one sliding down into Intermediate League, which that one's going to be good. I mean, you still got a lot of Steel Dragons up in the house on that one. Clogs, that's a good team.
Yeah.
So HBC, SKB, those guys are down there. That'd be a good fight for everybody next year. Honestly, and then not great discussion going on. I mean, honestly, all of it, the whole debacle would have been completely fixed. We talked about it while we were off air. If the IS-7 would have rolled up and parked somewhere in Riverbed, you know, just to be in.
Because it would have intercepted the bat chat. And,
right.
And it GG, right?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
I don't want to oversimplify it, but I think all four of us watching on this end, that's what we saw.
Right. Yeah, it would.
And Great was the one who pointed it out right away.
Right. But yet again, it's one of those intermediate teams that are just starting to get the ropes. I mean, they're a good team. And little mistakes like that will cost you against a Champ Division team. It's just that way. Oh, man, loving all you guys' chats out there. Love seeing all you guys coming out. After this, I'm going to go to finish up hopefully my 2 or 3 games, get my Master League, and call this rank battle. I've made 3 million silver in this rank battle already.
I've made a little over $1 million.
Need to get on some of that.
Right? All I'm saying,
maybe after this match.
Right? That's what I'm saying. After this match, go hop on some rank battles, because I see an STB1 in my near future.
I'm so sorry.
Why? Don't be sorry.
I do not like that tank. I used to like it, but I don't like it anymore. Moved on.
Well,
I think my medium of choice right now is the Patton.
Like AMD has all of their tanks up.
All right, well, I'll go down really fast. So on AMD, Jolly Gecko, what up, sir? He's in the bat chat. Alegi, Great, both in IS-7. Lone Killer, AC Yor, both in the machines. Griffin Blade, what up, buddy? He's up in the Chieftain. Mr. Raptor and Lime Green in 5As.
Yeah, and we're waiting for the rest of TCs to get up there, but I'll start from the bottom. We got double Supercocks with Cave and Dr. Jekyll, double 277s going Postal and Wolf, double IS-7s with Willie the What and Otto, and a 430U with Milk. We got one more pick coming out of them, and I think they still have a little bit of time on the clock.
30 seconds.
AMD's going to be coming from the south, and TC will be in the north. And on the encounter map, both teams are split. You got half will spawn. Most of them tend to spawn down on the beach, though.
There it is, last pick.
A machine, yep. Crested Emperor.
One more flash.
Ready to go to
10
battle.
seconds remaining.
All right, guys, boogity boogity. Let's do some tank in hour 2 of the Saturday Night Special.
interested to see if these guys are going up the AK line or if they're gonna shoot out to the CH.
Yeah. Seems
A
like
lot of people don't know that will cost you some time depending on which ramp
Yes.
you pick.
absolutely. And
So
did you
nobody
notice
for
the-
AMD
the-
in that top spot?
No,
yeah,
there's
no, there's one tank. There's one tank up there. It's
There he is.
Allegheny,
Yeah, S7.
in an IS-7 by himself.
It put him so far in the back, it didn't even show it on my
I
screen.
know. I had to go up there and look to find him. And
well,
it
Auto
always seems
Auto
like that
1TC
south
was-
side.
that
that
IS-7 got put up
RNG.
top.
Yeah. Doesn't seem balanced, right? The way those spawns go
doesn't.
down.
Right, I don't know why they just don't put the spawns in A6, B6, and J6, K6.
Or just split the tanks evenly.
Right.
Yeah. Like this, whatever it is, you 4-4 or something like that. I don't know.
And honestly, I like taking the C ramp instead of the A ramp. It seems like it's a lot faster.
It does.
And then you got to traverse across all of that. I think it's just as easy to go down the 3 line to C and then
I
up.
like this grouping by AMD moving towards the cap. Otto in his IS-7. He's staying back. I thought he was going to keep progressing. See if AMD puts cap pressure or just is moving all their tanks up there.
Crested Emperor and Milk here.
Great took a shot there. And the
Charlie.
only thing I don't like about
Here it comes, the push.
AMD's, is that they're giving up a big overmatch up top right now. TC, I think, is going to take it.
And they're going to take down a machine here in quick fashion. Crested Emperor trying to run.
That's not a very good trade on an overmatch if you're losing tanks.
Oh, Jelly Gecko now going to be on a reload. He's going to die.
Yeah, he's done. He should be done. And he
ACR
goes
needs to
down.
poke over, kill out the machine, and then his last round try to
1 for
survive.
1 right there.
And then right now,
Yeah, but now he's on a reload.
AMD needs to push and kill the guys low, and then get set up for the defense from the field.
Yep. Lone Killer is now on a reload, and it looks like they're to focus him out. They need to stop face hugging DC. Blocking shots from your teammates.
Right.
So here's the thing.
Oh no.
IS-7 is still hanging in there. The 2-shot, he's a 1-shot. Okay. I just don't know. Now, the one thing AMD has going for them is that they have pretty much full health heavy tanks.
Griffin should be where Great was.
It's how are they going to set up. See, they're going to try to do cap pressure. I don't know if they got the time to do that.
Right. They're going to
And
be
they're
there
to
with
give
him.
up the high ground.
Griffin's going to get caught out, and he's just going to get obliterated.
Because he has no cover where he's at right now.
Right.
Like moving up to the rocks or something gives you. Now that it'll butter that hull. They just didn't have enough time. Now, look, they could still win it. They just didn't have enough time for that strategy.
He gets sandwich out. Come on, lime green. There it is. Finishing shot. Boom,
Oh,
boom.
nice focus fire. Great focus fire. And now that gives some cover to Griffin Blade. He's a 1, though.
Oh, big bounce from lime green into Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, yeah, but Cave and Going Postal took out Great. Now they can swing in from behind. And really, oh, look at that. Allegheny just got smashed. He's a one-shot.
I mean, with the Chieftain, like, Griffin could have got off the base. There is some, like, tilt down points where a Chieftain can hide. Like, right back,
Yeah.
if you look off to the left of the screen when it comes by, you'll see that there's a spot right there for a Chieftain. He could have chilled there and melted as the guys have come across.
Use that DPM, use that turret, but in the position he was at, he just could not. Oh no! They flew him off the hill and sacrificed 2 of their own tanks.
GG's. There we go.
A little bit of a meme at the end.
Alrighty.
Wow, Cave really had a great game.
Yes, there we go.
Super conk.
Yes, he
Go ahead.
did. Wow. AMD just couldn't get much going. Only 2 people cracking over 2K, Lime Green and Griffin. Over on the 1TC side of the world, as this was saying, Cave coming out there, 49-73, 4 kills, blocking 16-20 at the same time. Nice. Wolf of Night.
5K almost. Wow.
That's crazy. 27-44, 490 blocked. And then Dr. Jekyll down there in his super conk, 28-66, blocking 980. Body build mayhem. What's that tune? That would have been probably Epic Cloud by VIPN.
I'm pretty interested to see what AMD comes back and counters with. One thing that TC did a nice job there is realizing they had the overmatch there on that 9-0 line, cleaning that up quickly, and then getting back to cap. And instead of pushing all their tanks in one group, they actually formed a pincer and came at the cap from both sides, and were able to clean that up pretty easily at the end.
Right, very much so.
Nice play calling there by TC, and the tank rotations get that W. One thing I always worry about up there on that 9 line is if you're light up there, meaning you don't have a lot of tanks, or you're just kind of scouting or holding that position, it's very susceptible to an overmatch.
Correct.
And because of the nature of the way Overlord is laid out and where the cap is, it's not very difficult to get to the cap quickly. Even if you put 3 tanks on it, that's not going to cap out a team. I almost prefer seeing teams play around maybe that 5-6 line.
Right.
And winning the game there, or winning the game on the 9 line. Those kind of seem to be the 2 types of metas we see. Not a whole lot of successful strategies right down on the cap, unless you're using it more as a flanking maneuver, but not like for you to go post up your tanks right away. Because here's the thing, you can ignore the tanks down there until you have to, and you give up the high ground on the 5 line.
Right. No, I completely 100% agree with you on that one. Keep the battle there, 5-6 line. You could rotate out. You can keep vision both ways. No, you're dead on the money, buddy. That's why You're the diss. Well, throw out
teams
a
are
little football there. It is
those teams?
preseason starting for you NFL fans. I know I've been lost. I have been
Oh, yeah?
so lost.
Waiting for it, man.
Right.
Waiting for it. Waiting for it.
All right, 1TC over here with Sandwich. Hypnotic, both in 430Us. Willie and Otto, both in IS-7s. Wolf of Nix. 277, Dr. Jekyll, Cave, Super Conks. And going postal is coming out the 277. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, over on the AMD side, we have Jolly Gecko in the bat chat. Allegheny rocking the IS-7 machine by AC Year One. Double Chieftains, Griffin Blade, shout out to him always, and Lime Green, and double 50Bs with Ghost and Great. So kind of throwing a little wrinkle in there, bringing that, bringing those 50Bs. Very pretty fast lineup there for them.
Right. What's going to be their 8th pick?
I don't know.
There it is.
Another machine, yeah. Lone Killer, yeah.
Yep, Lone Killer.
Lone Killer in the machine. So those machines and 50Bs, boy, with the bat chat, that can do some work real quick.
Some great chat going on there, and everybody loving 1TC pushing the guy off for the win. Some great chat going on in the chat this evening. Got a lot of people up there. Mr. Rotten Treats, good to see you. Long time no see.
All right, so let's see what we got in store here. And once again, up there on that K line, in K0, the lone tank spawns, and this time it's a Wolf of Nix. Yeah, the 277 by himself.
So it's interesting. Last time they waited for the machine and a 430U to hang out on corner.
Oh, I'm seeing some.
But they're going beachhead this
some
time.
Yeah, some beach action is about to go down. The interesting thing by doing this, by stopping with the 50Bs and the machine, they've made TC stop going up the ramp because they don't know if they need to turn around or move. So now this Otto in his IS-7 is kind of halted in place.
Right, there was valuable time.
The Super Conqueror for a minute. Yeah.
Right, and here comes the Chieftains in the IS-7. They're going to be up top. Oh, Gecko's taking a hit.
Yeah. I'd like to see those Chieftains sling this left and get up there on that kind of like that 5 line or 4 line to be able to shoot down and use that gun depression.
Right. Well, right now they have a huge overmatch, and they need to take advantage of it. I don't know what they're waiting on. I mean, they know they have 2 tanks on the beach. They have a tank up on 9 line.
They've rotated one of the 50Bs out. I think you got to push the cap tanks right now and take them out.
Right. You're putting the Chieftain in a flat fighting position against an IS-7 and a Super Conk.
Yeah,
that's not a good place for him. You got to get him in their element. Get him in their element. And now here comes one. Otto has made it back now.
Yeah, TC super spread. You got to jump it. Got to call it. You got to call it.
Right, 277 is still way up top. Jolly's got him tied up. I mean,
You're not going to take any shots if you go down and jump this. You basically get to get a 4 or 5v2 for free. without taking shots.
Oh, I am great leading that. He should have pushed the ice with him. It's all good, though. Here we go.
Greats on reload. He's about a 2-shot. We're still working on that super conk. It's taking too long. Because now, look, you're giving TC the opportunity now to rotate back.
Right, and now the 2 tanks that you have on beachhead are going to become, the 50B and the machine are just going to become worthless because 1 TC is now transferring out, so you have 1 tank holding back 2 tanks.
Yeah. Granted, those are long climbs up. There we go. Much better focus fire, but yeah, IS-7 goes down. That was helpful. It was nice having great reloaded there. That's going to help his team. They got to get this IS-7. Got to pin these shots. I would move forward towards that IS-7 and ignore the tanks. Oh.
4:30 now in the fight. They're losing their overmatch.
Oh. 50B by Ghost is there to pop up behind this 277 and Conqueror. Could he clip something? Maybe. I think it's going to be too little too late, though.
Both these teams I have to give a big shout out to because this was supposed to be a different team. So 1 TC coming in here kind of saving our bacon with a 10 p.m.
Here comes
hour.
Wolf goes down, so that's a good takedown there. These autoloaders need to stay, they don't need to drive into the heavy tanks. I don't think that's going to work out. No. I almost would have preferred the 2 autoloaders to go down on the beach and team up with Lone Killer, take out the tank on the beach. That would have evened the match and gave them lots of mobility and lots of DPM and burst damage to run into. But by just kind of driving straight at TC, it's just not hard.
There it is, 2 TC taking the win.
I think that was AMD's game to win, honestly. I think it just took too long to take out that overmatch on the cap.
All right, on AMD's side of the world, only person really throwing up some good damage was Lime Green in the Chieftain 2371. Over to the 1-2 TC side. Well, they're all 1 TCs that played, so we can go. I'm going to go ahead and skip past the big, giant, blatant obvious, but Cave yet again throwing up over 2K, 2438. Otto and his IS-7, great job coming in there at 3989. Blocking 2330 and also getting 8680 assist. It's a great job going out to him. Milk Sandwich. 430U, 3 kills, 1494, but Dr. Jekyll coming in his super conk, 3 kills, 4183, blocking 400. Go ahead, Dis.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, Cave there in his super conk, blocking 2000 on that cap was just too much, I guess, for AMD. And you should be able to take out a super conk on flat ground a little quicker.
We're off to steps. This is going to be a pretty good one here.
Yeah. I want to see AMD level it up here. Definitely.
They have the talent to take it.
They have the talent. Oh, fairly, yeah. Yeah, that beach is kind of a hit or miss. We throw that always into the high risk, high reward. But I mean, it's just like when you stop 250Bs and a machine, and you really get nothing for it. You know, they didn't take out a tank. They just had a standoff with 2 430Us down there, and they weren't in the fight. until it was too late. I don't know if that's the risk, I guess.
That is very correct. Tanks going up now. Yep, WNF on Saturday night specials. Yep, smacked. A little bit of WNF. Make it some NF. It'd be SNF.
Hey, it's Wednesday night fights every night.
Right. It's a Wednesday
It's
every
always
day.
Wednesday.
It's always Wednesday. So they're going to elect to stay with these spawns. All right, let me switch the scoreboard around. All right.
TC will be spawning in the south, which means that AMD will be up in the north. What we get here now.
AMD, are they pulling out a second Panzer move and not going to pick anything for a while?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. Like a lot of people like that now, like to wait till the end. I mean, I think that's fine if all your tankers know what they're supposed to be in. But if you're still calling people in tanks, that's not a good strategy.
Here we go. Jacqueline Cave and Super Conks, Otto and Willie. I have sevens. I have Franz. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope I'm really pronouncing your name. But welcome to WNF. We'll get you all hooked up. Dexter has made some mustard pretzels that are pretty badass. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds left. So.
Sandwich coming out in the 430U.
Yeah, go for it.
Bad chat from Going Postal. Kronvon from Hypnotic. Go. Oh, great. Not picking. Oh.
20 seconds.
Oh, crap. One TC finally gets in.
AMD, come on. 10 seconds. Oh, man. I'm going to feel bad about
not
this.
to get him up.
Time's up.
Launch it.
I think they're
down
going to be
one.
going
Launch
down
it.
a tank. Yep, I think they're down a tank. Unless they pressed it as you were going and we didn't see it go up. We have seen that happen before.
It did stop for a second and say loading right as I pressed start.
Yeah,
They
so
did not get
sometimes
it.
that happens. The person can press it, it's loading in, because sometimes there's that lag we all know about. So let's see how many tanks they end up with.
Eight v7.
Yeah. Looks like over on the AMD side, Jolly Gecko is in the Patton along with Griffin Blade, two IS-7s by Allegheny and ACUR, Lime Green and Great in Superconks, and then a 5A with Lone Killer. DC is going to probe that 2 line with the 430U Kronvon and Bat Chat.
Oh, AC, you messed up. You guys had a beautiful formation going and a nice chevron for one TC. Oh, I always love seeing that accidental like formations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, they didn't. Now, AMD, I think still the right move would have been to get a little intel with something, but problem is the Patton's not fast enough to get back
nope, they're missing
if
the
it
bad
gets
chat.
pushed. Yeah, they're missing and Lime is spotted. Jolly is spotted.
He's gonna, yeah, probably.
Ooh,
He's gonna learn
took a one in the caboose.
600 off of him already.
Now, I would press up a little bit more if I was TC and punish them as they come over the tracks, but they're not doing that.
AMD trying to get
Really?
to the base as fast as possible.
Yeah. Which is the right move. I mean, again, stay grouped up with your tank down. Try to find that overmatch. Oh, they're dropping the Patton back with Lime Green. This is an overmatch if TC wants it at the tracks. I almost would have left this lime green back there and pushed everything right into TC. Instead, they're kind of just setting up for the field trade that takes place at the cap, and TC's up a tank. So
Right.
I don't know if that
Kron here could
that
completely
works.
rotate around and really make it a pain in the tuchus, but he's going to go ahead, help out, because they know they have a huge overmatch over by the base.
Well, and they also know that the Conqueror and the Patton are trapped. Jolly and Lime Green can't really do much there. Yeah, they can protect themselves, but they can't really help their team. So you could almost leave the Kronbon and take the Kronbon back towards the cap and flip somebody out. I think
AMD
that's the
pushing.
right call.
Lone Killer going low. Why would he? Whoa. That's like death
Going
build.
low. Yeah. Now, they could just jump them if they wanted to now.
Yeah, I do not agree with teams that push up right there. It's just a death trap, man. You put a Conqueror right where
look
Cave
at he
is.
just took a big shot.
Right.
And I'm not blaming Lone Killer. He might have been told to do that, and you do what your caller tells you to do. I don't know if that was his decision or if that was the call that was made, but he's down to a one shot with 10 hit points, and exactly as you called it, Hells. That is not a very good position when there's 3 tanks above you and 2 tanks below you. You cannot protect yourself there.
No, it's you're official.
Now here's the overmatch. Here they go. Boom.
Yep. I tell you, the first team that usually typically gets on cap is the first team to die, because other teams they stay patient, and they just shoot down. You just shoot down. You negate all of your armor.
Too easy.
It just
Too easy.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, they're going into the tree zone, which this is going to get... There we go. 1TC coming out and
Great
showing...
now is by himself up here. Yeah.
1TC didn't take part in the GTL, but I'm wondering with this way that they played tonight, they should have. 1TC on point.
Man, they just 7-0'd him. Yeah. Look at that damage spread.
Wow. You just... I mean... 1TC was on point. I mean, they had everybody. They were rotating. They were doing everything. Poor AMD they got screwed by the clock and not good enough time management.
As you go through, pay attention to the shots landed versus shots fired by TC. They're not just their focus, but their RNG was really on show tonight. Yeah, on point tonight for sure.
Batchat going 5 for 5 for 5 for 1970. Mr. Rotten Treats going 8 for 8 for 8 for 2220. Jolly Gecko coming in there 11.98 27.75. 13.11.11 for Cave with 26. You can't beat these the numbers. If you're pinning your shots, it means people are dying. 1960 blocked. Hypnotic coming in there, 10.85. The Kronbon is a hit and miss. You need to be, but yet again, he still throws up over 2K blocking 1,200. Milk Sandwich in the 430U going 9.75 for 1,900. And then IS7s just got into the fight late. They just said, they were like, okay, time to go engage. But great job. There it is. 1-2 TC taking the win and 3 and out. Great job.
3 and out, but honestly, AMD I thought had some very close games, especially that second one on Overlord. I thought that was theirs to win. So it wasn't, it's a 3-0 game, but it wasn't by any means a rout.
Right.
This last one, I think AMD just did not have their tanks. Well, being a tank down, I can't remember the last time a tank down winning a match in the 880 format.
It's been, correct. Well, Mr. Beaver, thank you so very much for setting us up this evening. You put a hell of a night together, buddy.
Hey, no problem, man. Just a huge thanks to 1TC for filling this with like hours notice.
Right? Completely.
I think, yeah, I didn't get a message until about 5:30 tonight that the other team had backing out. So thankfully somebody jumped on it within like 30 minutes of that. So that was amazing.
Well, Dis, thank you for coming out this evening and doing what you do, and that's some great commentary.
Well, thank you. It's great being here with you and Eve and everybody, and great filling in earlier. It was a GTL match was fantastic. I love seeing those lower teams really put a scare in those top teams, and I think Nightmare got a little bit of a scare tonight.
Right.
Little irony there.
Absolutely correct. Couldn't agree more. You can't underestimate. Sometimes those intermediate teams, they pull off a crazy call that we wouldn't normally see, and when it does work, if you have a team that's kind of built around the meta, it throws them off because they're like, whoa, 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 okay, hold on. But that's where your experienced callers come from, that are able to react very, very quickly and get everything. Well, Beaver, it was your creation, so I'll let you lead it out. For me, all I got to say is thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for coming out. It was great seeing everybody again here tonight on Saturday. Please enjoy your rake battles. Remember, if you're going to be dumb, don't be stupid. Dis, over to you.
Hey, thank you to everybody for watching and great commentary on Twitch stream tonight. And remember to tune in on Wednesday night and check us out.
And Beaver, go ahead, sir.
All right.
Close us out.
Just a big thanks to all the teams that keep coming out, keep supporting us, and keep showing up to fight. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm Hellscat. That's Beaver and Dis. Great was in here earlier, but we're out of here. We'll see you out there on the rank battles. Everybody here at WNF, we all love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Absolutely amazing community. Peace.